I've just arrived where I take my quarterly business retreat, and time to simply be. You would have seen videos of this 3 months ago because I do this every 3 months. This is such a brilliant place, and I wanted to share the feeling that I have when I come here. Even as I'm driving up the road, before I've even arrived, there's this calm, this peace that comes over me. Now, you don't have to go to a special place to have this. This can be a place in your house. This can be a certain song anywhere you are. What I'm going to suggest right now is that you find a song, something where you use your senses, so something that you see, something that you feel. I mean, in certain cultures they'll use rosary beads or religion, or Buddhists. Certain Buddhist practices have certain wooden beads, sandalwood beads that people rub through their hands. Something tactile, something kinesthetic, something visual, something auditory, something that you taste. It can be a certain tea that you drink. But find something where it's kind of like your Zen place. And what you can do is train yourself to be peaceful in that place, or using that sense. And then no matter what happens, so for me, there's also a song, Clair de Lune, is a song that no matter what is going on in my life, if I listen to that song, I immediately slow down. My heart rate slows, my breathing slows, I relax, my mind slows down. And to have those times, in some, with NLP they're called anchoring points, but having those places, those times, those spaces, even if they're not specific times or places or spaces, are magical for people. I highly recommend that you start practicing that. And the way you can start is simply by tying a certain piece of music, something that you see or that you read, something that you memorize, a poem, a certain place in your house, and dedicate that space, that place, that song, the beads, whatever you have. Practice it in a very specific way. Practice it using it, memorizing it, seeing it, being there when you're in a calm place. And the more you practice peace and calm with whatever sense you're using, the more that sense and that sensory input will be tied to peace and calm. And then later on, if you're having a day where you're a little bit stressed or something, you can start listening to that song, you can start going to that place, whatever it is, and immediately relax. I'm sure that you have experiences like this before. We are in our brains, in our minds, we tie senses to emotions. So start tying a sense, something sensory, to an emotion of peace and calm, and start enjoying it on a consistent basis. Now, I only do this every quarter, but there are other things that I can do on a daily basis, and it makes a big difference in placing your spirit at rest in a completely different way.